we're a bit wonky. Let me sort this out. Hello everyone. So it's been a little while since I have spoken to this camera. I think I posted my Instagram controls my self-portrait about a month ago. And that's really a long time for me because I'm used to uploading twice a week at least. Sometimes it's okay to take a break. I made a promise to myself to upload twice a week for like 2 years, and I did. And I've got to the point where I'm just like, oh my god, I needed a break from it. It was just too much. It got far too much to sort of keep up during wedding season. And I've had tons of weddings this year. I just wanted to say that it's okay to take a break. I've learned that. I think the past year and a half of me actually doing these videos, I got so anxious every time that I couldn't get like videos up on time or create images. I felt really pressured, and this past month I've just decided to tell myself that I should not pressure myself and that I've got the rest of my life to do it. That's something that I'm working on, but we all work on things, don't we? I need to live as well, and I felt like I wasn't seeing friends. I felt a bit antisocial, so I decided to do things that took my mind off everything because I felt like I needed to live a bit. I think with creating, I'm not getting like overly inspired by just sitting at my computer and editing weddings. Going and seeing some new places, like taking some personal days, make more memories, and that way I can sort of channel it into my art. I wanted to come on here today and show you my reality of my life. So this is my home. This is my studio slash office. I like to call it a studio because office sounds really formal and I'm not very formal. In fact, I'm probably the opposite of formal, seeing as I'm here with no makeup on, hair not been washed for about 2 weeks, and really creased clothes. I like to call it my studio. This is my home where I spend most of my time editing, creating, and all that jazz. And then next door I've got a prop room which I have all my props in, which needs a massive tidy. And as you can see by this desk, this also needs a tidy. So at the minute, I am editing weddings, but I'm also trying to get my life back in order because weddings just completely take over my life. I mean, obviously I have time to go out with friends, but I've prioritised that over tidying this place because I needed to for my mental health and just to make space in my brain apart from editing and sitting on this computer. I've got loads of plans for videos. So this weekend I'm shooting a wedding at London Zoo on Saturday, and then on Sunday I am shooting a video which is going to be so fun. I've been waiting for this for so long. I'll tell you about it now because it probably will be already up. Jo Selleck, if you've not heard of her, I'll leave a link to all her photography below, but on Sunday we're going to be shooting a video about HomeSense. If you don't know what HomeSense is, Google it. It is the best place for props. It's my ultimate place to go when I'm feeling very uninspired, and I've been avoiding it a little bit because I know this video is coming up and I don't want to go in there and know exactly what I'm going to buy. And then next week I'm editing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday pretty much. I need to catch up on all my weddings, and then on Thursday me and Jack are going to Scotland, and I'm so excited about this because I'm taking the full week and a half off, apart from I'm shooting a wedding on the Sunday in Aberdeen. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to travel up on the Thursday or Friday, spend the weekend in Aberdeen, shoot the wedding on Sunday, and then the next day I think we're going to Loch Ness, and then we haven't booked any more Airbnbs or B&Bs yet. So we're just going to decide where we want to go. What I'm going to do is take the week and a half off from anything client-based and just do my personal work and shoot as much as I can. I desperately need to just take my mind off everything just for like a week and a half. You know, really just center myself into my work again, because I feel like I need just to go back to it and revisit why I love it so much, because this past month and a half I've really forgotten why I love it and why I do it. Anyway, I've babbled on for like 15 minutes now, so I'm gonna have to cut this down a lot. But today my vision, my view is just gonna be here because I need to edit a wedding before Saturday because it is due. It is the next day now. I edited all day until about 6 p.m. and then did nothing but watch TV in the evening, because that's what I tend to do when I'm editing all day. I just want to numb my brain. But I just wanted to portray how repetitive my life is through wedding season. So I'm back at my computer. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. I've had some really good news this morning and I'm very excited because it's going to be a really good collaboration happening very soon. I can't really say much about it because it's just still in the fruition stages. It's just still happening. But when it's live, I will let you all know on my Instagram. I'm sure you'll see it. But yeah, that's made me get up really early this morning and I pretty much just jumped out of bed and was like, right, I'm gonna crack on with the day. This is what I needed. So yeah, the news of that has really sort of like sparked my inspiration again. And I feel it inside of me, like almost as though I've just been putting it out into the universe. Like, I need some help, someone help me. And then this collaboration has come into my inbox and it's just what I needed today, just to kickstart this YouTube again and also kickstart my inspiration and my motivation for creating art. As you all have known from yesterday's little spiel at the beginning of this video. But yeah, so I'm on my computer now. I've also just been packing up some of my client boxes. I've got them all out at the minute, so I thought I'd just show you what I actually put into it. So please excuse the mess, because this is sort of my like workspace station for packing my packages during the summer. I've just taken over all my studio floor. This is what I do. So I set up the boxes and I've already printed out the images. So what I do for every wedding is print out about 20 or so images just for them to like thumb through when they get the box, and it's just images that I think they'll like to see just, you know, instantly as they open the box, because obviously this is the first thing that they'll see mainly. So I get these USB sticks off a website called Wooden Banana, and they come with a box. So these are 16GB memory sticks or USB sticks, and I've got my logo printed onto these box. I think this is dark oak or maybe light oak, but I can't remember, but I'll leave it all linked below. I then have my cards. So I just have my Holly Rose Weddings card, and then this is my art card that I put in just to show people that I don't just do weddings, in case they don't already know, which a lot of my clients do because that's how they find me. So that goes in there with that, and then I usually wrap this up with like a little twine bow around the images and pop them into the back of it. Then I've got this little postcard, my weddings logo on it, and I have a plain back, so I could just usually write onto that card just like a little thank you message to say like thanks for having me at the wedding, and then just anything like personal that I want to say to them. And then I wrap this all up in the bubble wrap and send it off to the client. So yeah, that's exactly what I do when I send client boxes. Oh, and also this is just something that I've remembered. I got these off Vistaprint again with this. I don't really usually like Vistaprint because it's a bit cheap, but these are quite nice. I just thought I'd test it out. But it's actually printed really nicely, and this is just the A5 postcard. And then these are, I mean, these were quite expensive for what they are because it's literally just a sheet of stickers. But it's just a sticker with my logo on it. So when I fold this bubble wrap up, I can sort of just pop a sticker on it. It just becomes a bit more coherent with the branding. This is an example, there we go. You can see the logo there. But I'm just currently in the process of popping the images onto the USB stick for this wedding and writing the card. This is what I'm doing today or this morning, and then I'm gonna be editing a wedding which is due Saturday, which is tomorrow. So yeah, and obviously I've got the London wedding tomorrow, so I can't finish it off tomorrow. So today is the only day that I've got to finish it off. This is just a little magnetic top which snaps onto the top of it, which keeps it on. So I just wrote a little note onto the back of this card, and I'm going to pop it in the package. When I order my images, I order them from DS Colour Labs, and they come in like an order, but some of them are a bit mixed up, so I tend to always just check to see if they're definitely from this wedding, and these seem to be, so that's good news. I also always put at the top of the pile my favourite image, so that when the client opens it, first one that they see, so I always put my favourite one. I also pop in as well this recycled paper. It's like crinkled paper. Well, for one, it's recycled and it's recyclable, so you can obviously get rid of it if you want to, but it just keeps the images and the USB at the same height rather than into the bottom of the box. And then what I do now is I actually write on a little post-it note, where are they? So I write on a little post-it note just the name of whose box this is. When it actually comes to wrapping it in the brown paper, I know what wedding it is and I know what address, because that would be a bit of a nightmare if I popped the wrong address on it. I'm just on my wedding and I'm very, very excited. I have the lovely Kay second shooting for me today, so I think I'll get her to do some videos and stuff and clips. A few weeks ago I got to go around the zoo and like scout a location, so I kind of already know where I want to take them. I've got some pictures on my phone as well, which I'm just going to remind myself where the locations were. They've also got meerkats, I think. They're going to bring meerkats into the ceremony room, which is going to be fun. And then later in the day we get like 2 hours. We get to go around the London Zoo and just take as many pictures as we want, wherever we want. There's no limitations, I don't think. In the evening there's a carousel, so we get to go on there for an hour. So I'm going to get some good pictures of all the guests on there. Hoping the weather stays okay, because it's meant to rain later, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that it stays at least bright. That's all I'm asking for. It is a couple of days later now. I did the London Zoo wedding on Saturday, which was amazing. Thank you, Fran and Neil, for just being absolutely amazing, because they were just so much fun, honestly. It was just such a great day. And Kay as well for coming along with me. She was amazing. Thank you for being there and helping out and second shooting. Today I'm here with Jo of Joanna Claire Photography. I'll leave all the links below. But we are going to be doing a challenge today called the Home Sense Challenge. But now I've just filmed a crit video. Last week I posted on my Instagram asking for yes and no questions that I could answer, and someone said, why don't you do a photo crit of everyone's work or your followers' work? So I was like, okay, let's do that. So I did it, and I've just filmed it now. I'm just uploading it to my computer. I'm gonna edit that and post it. So yeah, if you've not checked that out, go have a look at that. So the first picture I'm gonna choose is from Erica. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but I'm gonna give it a go. Is it Erica Gutierrez? So as you may have seen, it is the 7th of September, which is quite a long time since I've filmed the previous few clips. So I'm just sort of like putting it out there that I might continue to do these studio vlogs. I love watching studio vlogs. I love watching behind the scenes of people, you know, creating. And obviously I do videos about behind the scenes of creating already, but not really into the day-to-day of my behind the scenes. I'm here with my cup of tea, and I've asked if anyone's got any questions, just to sort of round off this vlog before I finish it. I think I'm just gonna answer like one or two because it's gonna get quite long anyway, but I just really wanna answer this question that I've got. And it relates to the beginning of this video as well. It says, what do you do when you feel stuck with no creativity or in the midst of a daily busy life? I think it's different for everyone in terms of like how to get out of the rut. But as I said throughout this video, I usually just take time out and have a break because I don't like to force my creativity. However, saying that, I do really like to prioritize it, and I think that's what you need to do. So if you've got a busy life, you need to take maybe an hour out in a week and just create, and that hour could be doing some drawings, reading a book, catching up on your favorite artists and everything like that. Start with an hour in a week and then take 2 hours in a week, and then maybe take a day. If you feel like a day is too much because your life is too busy, then cut it down, do an hour again. But I just feel like you need that fulfillment of just like taking the time out. Maybe wake up a little bit earlier. This is what I've been doing recently, is waking up a couple of hours earlier, or maybe taking the morning just to doing my own personal work and then getting on with client work in the afternoons or evenings. And that's what I tend to do if I'm in a creative rut. I sort of have kind of gone over it in this video, so I feel like I'm not going to repeat myself too much. But if you're saying you've got no creativity, then take the time out to create and just create whatever you want. Sit down with a pen or a pencil and a book and just draw out ideas. whatever comes into your head, literally whatever comes into your head, that is how I do it. You start joining the dots and then you create something from it, and you might not have seen it coming. So I feel like, don't force yourself to do something that you don't want to do, but just allow it to, just open your mind and allow it to come into your body. I think creativity and coming up with ideas is almost like a big cloud above us, and all of a sudden a big lightning bolt is struck down on our heads, and that's when we come up with the idea and it sparks. But you have to allow that lightning bolt to strike you by just opening your mind to the cloud. Nice analogy there. Before I go, actually, I just wanted to show you something. So let me put my tea down. This week, the new Rock and Roll Bride magazine came out, and I'm featured. My images from Chanel and James's wedding are in here, and it's very, very exciting because I've had a few magazine features before, but this one just seems really special because Rock and Roll Bride are amazing anyway. This is the wedding that I did. This is Chanel and James, and I just want to show you the cake because it is insane and I love it. So this was the cake. I don't know how many tiers it was. I think it could have been like 16 tiers or something. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 13. 13 tiers. And the top 5 tiers were made of cake. Where Chanel and James are putting in the knife, that was cardboard, I think. It was amazing. So it had skulls on it, but this wedding was so, so, so cool. And this was from the wedding where I got stuck in the snow back in March. In the UK, we had a snowstorm called Beast from the East, and it was the exact week of Chanel and James' wedding, and I was panicking the whole way up to the wedding because I was thinking I'm not going to get there. I had an Airbnb booked, which was a French school bus, which was amazing, and I couldn't get there. My car got stuck in the snow the day before, and I literally was having a breakdown. I almost cried because, in fact, I think I did cry. But then I managed to get my car out of it. I've only got a little Mini as well, so it was touch and go for a bit. And then I rang Ella, who is Chanel's mum, and I basically said, I can't get to my hotel. Is there any chance that I could come to the actual hotel that they're getting married at, which was Stanbrook Abbey? Anyway, she was like, yep, you come here and we'll sort it out. So I went there, and I stayed over the night before at the venue, which was so, so lucky. The thing is as well, it was a beautifully white wedding. The theme of the wedding was quite white, and they had like white flowers, white table decorations. The idea that it was white outside was pretty special as well. We didn't end up going outside. Chanel's dress was huge, and we didn't want it to soak up the snow basically and ruin her day, because she would have had to carry her dress around, and it was probably heavy already because it was so big and beautiful. You can see there a little bit the snow outside. So yeah, just thought I'd tell you that. Thank you so much, Kat from Rock and Roll Bride, for putting these images in here. Very, very happy. And also, I've spotted that Dale is on the back. Love this picture. What I'm gonna do is leave it here. If you want to see more studio vlogs like this, then leave me a comment or let me know. I'd love to know. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.